All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape now for this featherweight fight. Elkins is 7 years his senior. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Portage, Indiana, USA, Darren the Damage Elkins. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Busan, South Korea.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so the fight is now underway. We'll see how long it goes. You've got a submission specialist on one side, and on the other side, maybe the most well-rounded fighter in this team.
Yeah, he is one of the best fighters in the entire UFC. But in front of him, he has one of the most dangerous fighters across all divisions in the octagon. Because that one skill he has is so good that you're in danger the entire time.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Close guard. He's got a serious right punch, and he went to it effectively there.
It is his money shot, and he will continue to throw it until he finds a knockout.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Darren Elkins. Good work from the top here by Choi.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Darren Elkins.
Big, powerful punch land. Now he gets back to range.
Straight right hand, no good. Well, just exhausting watching some of these takedown attempts. He's unable to get it there.
And he's attempting them over and over again. How long before he gets discouraged and accepts that this is going to be a stand-up fight?
Flush right hand is true.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage. Powerful leg kick land.
Now to go in the fight. Another takedown attempt, not there. Checks that leg kick. Choi gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line.
Massive elbow lands from the punch.
Oh, that's a big hook to the chin. Oh, nice kick right there. Tell the masses how good that feels to get kicked like that.
Johnny does. It doesn't feel good.
What an end to round one. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, he's feeling it now. Nice combination there by Darren Elkins. Time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Dig and kick.
Head strikes. Oh, he's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, straight right.
Clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Oh, and the gentleman lands another punch there. He is keeping the strike counters busy tonight.
The counts are high, but it's also the timing at which he lands these strikes.
Both fighters here continuing to try to get a more dominant position in the clinch, getting fatigued in the process. All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really put some damage on him.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. Now he's on top of him looking for a finish.
Good, solid strike on the ground. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Now he's okay. Now he can escape. Oh, you gotta watch him attack.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? You ready? Do it.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Nice punch there.
Well, I'm an identical twin. 2 is better than 1. You might as well double up on the jab. You did so effectively there.
Doubling up on the jab. You see his opponent's head popping back every time it lands. Another punch to the head. He's really turning every part of himself into those strikes to the head.
Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that is a good attempt as he gets the fight back to the mat.
It's ideal. His ideal situation just happened. He got in on the shot, didn't have to put too much effort to finish. Great job.
Wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that. Ooh, what a punch.
Now goes in, tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
Elkins' lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Elkins is able to transition back to side control now. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, useful strike on the ground, that was.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Ground and pound strike is true. Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Elkins is right back to the full mount. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Final seconds. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep. Oh.
He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt him to nerve that.
Back to the feet. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. And they separate.
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt a little bad. Beautiful strike. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. He's in trouble. He's getting lit up. Oh! What a fight.
And some nice defensive work being put in by Darren Elkins tonight.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut land.
Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time.
Nice double leg, nice finish.
Elkins' lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now. Close guard. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Connects with a right. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Chore. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing. Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Nice punch there by Chore. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it.
Look at the whip action.
Oh! I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he doesn't know where he is. He's hurt real bad. That punch landed in the perfect spot.
Back to the feet.
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, straight right. Oh!
He didn't like that left hand. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Boom! Big jab.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Trying to stay in this fight. Oh, pretty good entry here on the double leg takedown. No good. And they separate. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Wow! And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done, he's done. Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched gloves.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 40 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Darren the Damage Elkins.
Well, he smiled.